Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Testing 1, 2. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. Just a heads up, we do have a YouTube channel. Just want to get this out of the way. I don't want you to miss out on additional readings that you have access to. So yes, SGL Spiritual Guide and Light has a YouTube channel. There should be a handle somewhere on the platform here on the podcast. Also in the descriptions, there's links that will take you over to YouTube. Now, when you get over there to YouTube, make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth. Subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. Thank you. For those of you who have already subscribed to the YT and you have followed here, the podcast here, or whatever platform that you're using to listen to the podcast, thank you so much. Excuse me. Email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com for all inquiries. Also, let me know what platform you're using and how you're listening to the podcast. I want to know. There are past readings that I do need to put the poll on there. I want to know, do you prefer visual readings on the podcast or audio? For the most part, this is a platform for audio readings, but I know that a lot of you gravitate to the videos. So what we're doing is we're tallying up if everyone wants to see more video than audio, then what we'll do in 2024, we will have set days where you'll have visual reading releases. Okay, so let me tell you about this session that's about to take place. I need you to have an open mind. I need you to understand that this is a general reading, not a personal reading. This is a collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. I repeat, this is a general reading, a collective reading of earth, air, fire, and water signs. If you do not know your element, that is okay. Okay, if you are a fire sign, you are a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. If you are a water sign, you are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. If you are an earth sign, you are Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. If you are an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. All right. You will hear me periodically state each zodiac sign in their element. So without further ado, again, all inquiries, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. Also keep in mind that this is a safe space. SGL community is a healing space, a place of awareness. Okay, some people are able to conquer and fix things, move forward. Others people it takes time. But for the most part, I thank you. I'm not gonna say I enjoy. Thank you for showing up, and I hope you appreciate that I'm showing up for you. Let me know how I'm doing. If you have any ideas, let me know. Email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. You can also comment. Leave comments. If you don't see comments here, you can comment on, you can comment over there on YouTube if you choose. No one is exempt in this community. All right. Some of you do tough love and you are in transition. And that transition is taking time into transforming into healthy love, practice of healthy love. And like I said, no, this is not to bash tough love. I don't practice tough love. I don't do tough love. But I will say tough love built me into who I am, right? And I did not know that tough love is abuse. It's mental abuse. But, some cultures love it. Some individuals love it. Some families love it. That's what they do. And they like to develop alligator skin. So, hey, or they like to teach people how to have tough skin. So, whatever floats your boat. But for the most part, I want you to understand that the messages that you receive within each session that's released, that some of the messages can trigger you, and that's not the intention. That's not my intention. All right. One of the things that I can't stand is when I'm delivering a message and it convicts me, and I'm like, what because I'm feeling like hell. All right. But either than that, I'm not exempt. You're not exempt. I want you to breathe. I also want you to understand that when I say you're not going to resonate with every reading, you may resonate with a readings for a whole month, and then the next month you're like, yo, SGO, what's going on? There is something that it has nothing to do with being on one accord with each reading. And that's something that I can't explain to you. That's something that's going to be revealed to you. All right? Your secret. Your only secret. Your blueprint that is sacred between you and Source. What else? All right, let's go ahead and start this session. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. Allow this session, this reading, to bring clarity, confirmation, understanding to the listener. Thank you. It's pretty straightforward. You don't have to conform to people's opinion of you or conform to what someone wants you to do for them. And the only example that I want to give is kind of like someone saying, listener, I want you to water my grass. And you say, well, you know what? My schedule is booked for the next 90 days. You know what? I'm just going to have to tell you, no, I'm not going to be able to water your grass for you. And the person tells you, listener, what about all the things that I've done for you when I didn't want to or when I couldn't? I made a way to make sure that I was able to fulfill your needs, your wants, and desires. And you keep your boundary and you say, you know what, I understand that you're upset or you're not liking that I am telling you, no, I cannot. I'm not saying I would never water your grass. I'm saying the next 90 days, I won't be able to water your grass. Okay? So, the first message this is for you listener is to create more connections so that when one connection no longer wants to serve you and they're trying to convict you in a way, always have backups. Have a backup connection, an emergency connection, I should say, because if someone is going to disregard, and try to hand you over their responsibilities that they never was responsible in the first place of, and then get mad because you tell them no. And it doesn't have to be in that scenario. So it's kind of like when you tell someone no and then they throw everything that should have been genuine from their heart, right? And we're not going to say someone who's saying they loved you and the moment you tell them no, now all of a sudden they take their love back. Or was the love even real? We're not going to take our minds that low. What we're going to say is, The moment that you say no, and the moment that at that moment, when if it makes you feel like you are not helpful or you can't be a support, it's best to have an emergency connection so that you will be able to stand tall. And it's not easy to maintain an emergency contact because we live in the times where people are wanting affection 24/7. They want some type of affection, and it's not everyone. Some people are like, you know what, I'm busy, I got to keep myself busy, and they have their affections for 15 minutes increments. You know, sometimes it's kind of like, oh, I'll talk to you next week, and they're motivated, they're working hard to get to that phone call in a week. So everyone is different. So hopefully that makes sense. What is the message? The message is, just like you're supposed to have an emergency fund, you need to have emergency contacts. Because there is this disappointment of when you really need someone, they are available to supply all of your needs that are not beneficial. They're temporary entertainment, they're temporary fun. It's temporary spending. It's temporary until you stop it. But compared to solid connections that's going to help you grow, don't misconstrue someone speaking highly of you or investing or someone investing kinship. Okay, don't get it construed, because some people will tell you everything, to the T of what it is that you need to hear so that they can get what they want. And when they get what they want, so now you want to no longer have to put yourself in those situations to where you're fulfilling everyone else's needs and your needs are not being met. So yes, it is okay to say no. No, it is not okay to feel bad because you have to say no. Don't allow anyone to rob you from your energy because you say no. There's a lot of no's now, and the majority of these no's are being targeted to those people who have taken advantage. This is the karma of the no. People are receiving their bad karma from taking advantage of people, doing people wrong. And there's more to feel in those, those areas, that umbrella of wrong. And there's many umbrellas. That's the thing. So there's a lot of you going to be saying no, and you're going to be looking around like, okay, who do I talk to? Who do I vent to? So some of you, it's going to put you in a position to where you're getting ready to make a commitment to self. But it's only so far. And I'm just telling you as a personal experience, because I'm still growing in my self-love, my self-commitment journey. But, so all I can do is tell you that first go to self before seeking someone else. Because the more you put you as a priority, when you do seek someone else, they're not a priority. It'll be easier for you to say no. And you won't feel gullible. Okay? I want you to heal from being gullible. I need you to heal from, being in that moment. It's the sacrifice moment of not just not wanting to be alone, but allowing your intimate space to be accompanied of someone who was not respectful and cherished that energy that you are releasing. Just your essence, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of no's, and I don't want you to feel bad for those who are receiving this bad karma. Don't put your head down. Keep your head up. You stand your ground. Especially those, if they come to you with their hurtful words. I mean, you don't have to go out of your way and say, oh, you're hurt. Oh, you want me to respond and tell you what they already know what they've done to you. They already know the rumors or gossip that they've said about you. So you don't have to remind them. You don't have to feed them. You don't feed them. And when I say don't feed them your energy, because they need it. No, starve them. They starved you. And that's not a tit for tat. They have to learn a lesson just like you had to learn a lesson. You learned your lesson, now they have to learn theirs. You don't have to watch it. You say no and go about your business. For one, you are not alone. And that's one space I can't stand. I can't stand feeling alone. So I go, okay, I'm bored. All right, okay, I see that I'm bored. And then you realize you have a lot of options of things that you can do to replace being bored. And it's like, no, I don't want to do it. Nah, I don't want to. So there's a lot of reestablishing commitments to self. Okay, like I said, I'm a guilty of association of many things. You know what I mean? So as I get my house in order, get your life in order, get your house in order, get your mindset in order, get your stance in order. I need you, because us in the SGL community, we walk with confidence over here. Okay? Oh, yes, we do. I definitely love you. Hopefully this session resonated with you. If it did not, I appreciate you stopping by and showing up. For the most part right now, the podcast sessions are more kind of intimate. They're kind of, one-on-one of me releasing the messages within each session. And you can go over on YouTube, check out your next 72s. You can go to your individual Zodiac folder, and there should be some general readings in there for you as well. We're just going to have to take it slowly but surely. That's what we have to do. That's what I have to do. Anywho, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and this is the healthy love that we practice in this community. It's just, I know whoever you are, where you're like, I just don't want to be alone. I hear you. I hear you. Now it's time to establish commitments to self so that you can fill those voids in those alone spaces. All right? All right. Till we meet again, don't forget, love is kind, and that love is gentle.